bit of a strange subject, maybe. But are there advantages to having a disorder like an anxiety disorder? Well, I realize that this is a bit of a strange topic, a bit of a strange question to ask, because anxiety has such a detrimental effect on probably many, if not most aspects of your life. But let's try and look in a bit of a backward and a bit of a cheeky way. I mean, why not? It's shit enough that you are having to deal with this on a daily basis. So let's try and think a bit back to front and upside down, and let's try and see something positive in this nasty situation. You're highly anxious about so many things in your life, and that will probably be costing you lots and lots and lots of things, lots of energy, lots of time, lots of worrying, lots of not being able to enjoy yourself and be truly happy. And, I would always recommend to get help, as, there is lots of help out there, and it's not a good place to stay stuck in. But again, for this very moment, let's just try to look and see if we can find a bit of a bright side. Because you're anxious, you are most likely continuously preparing yourself for each and every situation that may or may not arise. And that in itself can be really overwhelming. It can be heavy, it's energy draining and overthinking, because, you see each and every scenario play out in your mind, when the reality really is that 9 out of 10 times, none of these scenarios ever happen. But the positive side for this moment in time anyway, you are always most likely to be very, very well prepared for many, many different scenarios. And I know, because I used to be like this. And let me underline once again, to get rid of your anxiety is always the very, very, very best choice. I'm not making this video to convince you to stay in that place of anxiety, because, that's definitely not healthy. But I was always that mummy who was extremely over-prepared, because I used to have an extreme anxiety disorder. And again, I was always that mum who was so well prepared. People almost counted on me to be prepared for their scenarios. Now, I was that mum who always had the extra pants in her bag for the other mummies' babies who forgot to bring it along. I was always that mum scanning the room to make sure that everyone was safe. Believe me, I have saved some other people's kids from some nasty things happening to them. And I was always that mum who had the snacks in her bag for the hungry, annoying children. And there was even one occasion where I had a bottle opener in my bag, and we were able to open a very much needed bottle of wine. It's a true story. So for me, having an anxiety disorder and always being extremely over-prepared, it did have its perks. So, always choose to take care of your mental health first. That should be the absolute number one. But in the moment, when you need a little lightness and positivity, when having an anxiety attack, if that's even possible, do try and remember that there is always a little positive twist that you can give to a situation. So maybe you can let that be, your first step up to thinking more positive and light about situations. And hopefully that can be, again, a first baby step towards your healing into someone who isn't letting anxiety rule their life. I hope that brings some lightness to your day. I hope you're the one who needed to hear that. Thanks for listening. Take care.